Okay, well, good afternoon, everybody, and it's Pete. I'm going to try to do another one of these AMA videos for Fito-tube with questions, and I'll give the answers. Right? Mouth is going to be number one here. Starts off with what are three non-fitness goals that I have, and I'm going to disappoint you because I don't know that they're non-fitness related. But off the top of my head, working in law enforcement, which is a career that has a reputation, anyways, for chewing people up. At least one thing I'd like is to be able to retire uh, with good health and a good, healthy attitude, good mental health, and prove people wrong that it can't be done. Also, again, it's sorry, but it's fitness related. Within that realm, I'd like to see us at work develop more of a fitness program. Right now, I was able to sneak something in for our recruits, guys that are in more of an academy environment. But I'd like to see it more for our tenured members as well. And I'm going to try to shoehorn stuff any way I can over the next few years and see if we can get something up and running where people can come to voluntary classes at least, maybe in the morning or afternoon after shifts, and get a little instruction and environment and encouragement and all that. So see if we can wedge that in there. And then lastly, more than likely, when I'm done with law enforcement, I would like to see a career in some kind of fitness capacity, whether it's a trainer or working at a gym or something along those lines. So I know you wanted something non-fitness related. I guess I don't know if I delivered or not, but so it's not so much about how much I could bench or whatever, how fast I could run, but personal oriented there. Okay, so Tina Louise wants to know, with my rough exterior, what makes me a softie? What's my soft spot? I do have a soft spot. I like kids, and so being around kids makes me feel all warm and cuddly. um, going to a Disney movie or something like that. I still get a little misty-eyed with Up. If you haven't seen that, you need to. Or some of the shorts even that they'll play in front end of the movies. I think they're awfully cute. Thinking like what was one, the Paper Airplane. If you haven't seen that, that's go hunt it down on YouTube. So that would be my soft side. I've got a romantic streak, I suppose, as well as the kids. Thrivability wants to know, what's the most romantic or the cheesiest thing I've done? You're killing me here. Um, Single most? That's tough. How about, so for the woman of my life, brought coffee to her when she was in a meeting at the beginning of her school year, brought it in front of 30 other staff members, all women. Just walked right in and delivered a big old latte as if it were totally cool, and then left. And of course, she had to deal with the fallout, but all the hens were clucking quite a bit, as I understand. I don't know if that's the biggest thing. Fairly cheesy. That's what I'm going with. Sorry. Becky wants to know, describe my perfect day from start to finish. Wow. I don't know if you can have just one perfect day. I mean, isn't a day like it could be composed of different pieces of a day? So, anyways, I, big surprise, like to work out. So, I mean, and I'm a morning person, so it would be no problem for me to, even on a good day, to get up early and go hit the gym for a couple hours and come back and have some breakfast. And, for me, I could be doing that and be done before 8 o'clock, so there's plenty of day left. And then go enjoy a cup of coffee someplace and chat with the right person for a while, and just about whatever, current events, nothing at all, entertainment stuff, light talk. Uh, Take the dog for a walk on a nice fall day and enjoy the outside a bit and all that. Have a nice lunch someplace, reasonably festive light lunch. Again, it's nice to have something made for you. I tend to do a lot of cooking for myself, and it doesn't hurt my feelings when somebody else gets to do that for me. Um, I could go see sitting around in a park somewhere and reading an interesting book or an entertaining book. I like both fiction and nonfiction. So that would be a nice way to while away an afternoon. The birds singing and clouds in the sky and all that good stuff. And then, I don't know, maybe make dinner for somebody. That's an okay thing to do, and hang out and, again, chatter away while dinner's getting prepared and enjoy the food and some wine and hang out and all that. And then, go hit the rack and have crazy sex. Why not? So that would be a pretty good day. I'm reminded of, what's that, from Groundhog's Day, if you haven't seen that. Bill Murray's lamenting how he keeps having this crappy day over and over and over. He says he remembers this one day where he met this gal in some tropical resort, and they, had abalones and drank cocktails with umbrellas and made love like otters. And he said, why can't I live that day over and over again? So there you go. Maria wants to know, did I always want to be in law enforcement? And the answer is no. When I was a kid, I wanted to be a Marine. And I did that. And it was great. And there's a lot of times where I wish I had not stopped doing that. But when it was time to stop doing that, because I wanted to settle down someplace, then I decided to do law enforcement. And that has worked out well. I'm not complaining about that. That's been a good fit for me, and I've enjoyed it. And I suppose the opportunities I've gotten from it. Short Stuff wants to know, what's the greatest lesson I've learned the hard way? So I would say be good to yourself. I didn't hit the parent lottery. Neither one of my parents is a very happy person. I got divorced when I was super young, and have had to grow up with a mom who is hard, tough to live with. A lot of just mental health issues and depression and anxiety and all sorts of stuff, and never really confronted that. She never confronted that, never got that taken care of, and still lives a pretty unhappy life these days. And that's just no way to go about your life. And I'm here to tell you, I have had my own struggles at times, and and have done things to get through that, including counseling or whatever, and it's been super productive, and you'll learn a ton about how you work behaviorally and your brain and stuff, and it's fascinating, and I think it's a great way to learn and grow. So, I would say that's a great lesson. If I could give that to anybody else, is know yourself and be willing to confront hard things, and you grow through that. All right, A Serial wants to know, great follow-up question. Now, what's your favorite memory of childhood after I just talked about my awful parents? So I was an only child, and like I just mentioned, didn't have the greatest parental experience. And for me, I had a lot of alone time, and I learned to be comfortable being alone. And as a little guy, I loved my Legos, and I would be happy just to be in my room trying to create some airplane or huge building, tower, bridge, conglomerate thing out of Legos, and that was just a-okay, to be by myself and nobody bugging me, and able to do that. So that was a good deal. And then Kiss My Ass wants to know, what do I love about women so much? And what's my favorite part of a woman? What do I love about women so much? I'm a guy. That's kind of like what we do. We're made that way. Gosh, women, they smell good. They feel good. They are crazy and will drive guys crazy, and that's part of the whole polarity thing, and having fun with that, and that's what we're supposed to do. I don't know, me anyways. The way I'm wired. What's my favorite part? I like a woman's face. I know that's probably not the answer you're guessing, But I like to look at a woman's face, especially when it's really animated and there's all this emotion and laughter and expression and sparkle and all that stuff. It's absolutely fascinating to me, and that's what I like to look at. And finally, Mar Tolko wants to know, has someone ever helped me out in an unexpected manner or done something really nice for me? And sure, I would say probably most days I can find something that somebody's done that's nice or whatever. And if it's as simple as just saying hi, it could be a complete stranger who gives you the hello or a wave or a nod or whatever. That's always awesome. I remember coming back from a deployment and went back when I was in the Marine Corps, just back in the 90s, and went out to dinner with my woman, and we went to a pretty nice place just outside the base, a place we've gone to a lot, and had a nice dinner, and unexpectedly somebody had picked up the tab for us. Another patron of the restaurant, I guess, figured out that this was the reunion dinner, and did the nice thing of springing that for us. And the money thing was cool, right? I mean, whatever, somebody paid for dinner, that's cool, but it was the gesture, I think, that was even more important, rather than getting out of having to pay for dinner. I thought that was just cooler than heck. So anyways, I don't know, hopefully reasonably interesting. If not, you asked the questions, and so we both share some of the blame, and I will see you around Fito, and everybody be well. Bye.